Hello, I'm Maria from the Britton's Homeschool Life. I thought today I'd take you out and give you a quick tour around the garden. It's been snowing, but the sun's out now and it's melting it, so it doesn't look as pretty as it did. But I thought, well, I'll give you a quick tour around. I mean, there's not really anything to show you, but just little bits that we've been doing ready for the spring, and a little bit of how Hoppet is progressing from the outside rather than in the shed. So we'll pop out and have a look. So we're out on the patio. See where it's been snowing on the tabletop. Not a great deal, but it's nice to see a little bit. Nothing really out here to show you. We've emptied the pots. The roses has gone on the front. I think I may have told you that. Where my mint is, I can't see at the moment because it's covered in snow, but that has filled with water. And it's not draining. I don't know why. It's always drained in the past, but for some reason it's not draining and it's quite full. So Dean says he's going to have to make another hole at the bottom of it, somehow drill through it to make another hole so that it will drain the water. Otherwise the mint's not going to do anything. It's just going to kill it all off. But everything else covered in snow. I've still got some marigolds here that I didn't take the seeds off, dead. They all want pulling up really, and some up there as well. But yeah, we'll just walk around, see what we see. Yeah, here look, there's some dead plants, they want pulling. There's me rhubarb. Now, I saw little green bits on this the other day, but now it's covered in snow. I don't know what it's going to do. Hello, puss. Misty. So yeah, everything's sort of all dormant. Strawberries, they're quite green under there, but they're a bit sheltered under. In here we put some crocuses to grow, winter crocuses, and they're coming through, and some in there. They're coming through, but it doesn't look as many as what I put in, so I don't know. Another dead plant that wants sorting there. Up here, well, it's just everything's dormant, all the raspberries and blackberries. The cat following me. I got the dog there, came out with me, trying to get the door before I could. Now the cat's following me, but you're not going in there. But we have got netting on top of it to stop them, or they dig everything up. Here we've got the daffodils coming through all along. I'm having to be ever so careful because it's quite slippy up the path. I've got a bucket full of parsnips there that I've got to be sorted. I put them in the bucket yesterday to bring them in the sorter, and then it snowed on it overnight. Walking past some fencing that Dean's been making. I was telling you about the fencing. Now he started storing some of the wood that's down the bottom. He's been breaking the pallets up and storing them here so he can make it all into fencing. So it's in a way a bit at the moment, a bit of a mess, but as soon as it's turned to fencing, it won't be so bad. The chickens, they've been having Brussels sprouts in there, been pulled up and thrown to them. They enjoy that. The ducks, they love the weather. The worse the better. I'll swing you around. And we've got marshmallow and peanuts. Sun shining on them, so they're enjoying a bit of sun. Right, we've come into the greenhouse. It's empty in here, well, of plants except for these. These are the lettuces that I was saying about. Now I'm going to plant these afterwards. I'm going to go and put them into these tubs that are behind. They've already got soil in. This is what I had the cucumbers in, but I thought, ayo, I'm just going to put them in. So what I'm going to do is wet the soil. I did that once and then never put them in a few weeks back, but I'm going to wet the soil to make it moist, ready for planting. I'm going to wet these a little bit. They're quite moist, but I think they could do with a bit more water. and then I'm going to plant them in. Try and get that done today. It's one of these jobs I keep saying I'm going to do and I haven't done yet. But yeah, it's all needs doing for spring. Spring we normally have a clean up in here. I've even got moss growing on the floor, look at that. I've got my heater, but I've not put the heater on in here, and it's reading, let's have a look at the thing. Can you see that? It's reading what? 1, 2 or 3 degrees centigrade. I think, I can't see it so well down here, but I think that's what it's saying. So yeah, I was thinking about putting the heating on, but can't see the point. There's nothing in here, any lettuces, and you know, I wanted to see if they'd survive without the heating, see how they did. But yeah, it'll all have a hoover out in it. It had a clean out the back end, but it'll have a good clean out again, because like I say, look at the moss down there. And then cobwebs and things like that. And normally we give it a quick stain inside every spring, and everywhere outside gets a quick stain as well, all the wooden structures. So yeah, job today, the lettuces. So this is a garden, and Cassie started getting in, and I don't know where she's getting in. Good job there's no plants there. Cassie, get out! She's full of snow and noses, and I don't know where she's getting in. Gonna have to have a look. But anyway, as you can see, I wanted to show you the boxes are all empty, full of snow. The frames, I've had all of the white fleece taken off, because a lot of it was ripping anyway, so that's all been removed. And I'm just moving down a bit, and yeah, what I'm hoping to do is get some of that very fine mesh and put it on, tack it across the framework, so that the light gets in and the moisture gets out, and hopefully we won't have things that go mouldy like my beetroot. Well, not mouldy, went to slush. Cassie! Cassie! She's a disobedient dog. Right, so I've just shouted Cassie out. She's come darted down the path. So somehow she's getting in and out at that top end. So we'll have to have a look at that, see what's happening. So yeah, some cardboard's gone down on some of these again, just to keep the weeds at bay. And they may want a little bit of topping up with some soil, some compost when we're ready. But as you can see, everywhere sort of all dead at the moment. Nothing happening, apart from evergreen plants that are always green. Though that one looks a bit like it might be dying. Yeah, that one's chopping back as well. Sort all these pots out on here. What we're doing with them, I don't know. It's just all one big mess at the moment. Raspberries up there, raspberries, my mouse freezing up, has all been chopped down. The pheasant can hear me. He always comes and he hears me. Let's see if we can see without going up there. They've all been taken care of this morning. First thing, the animals all get sorted out, and then last thing as well, they all get checked on. See them up there, wondering where I am. So yeah, as for what I was talking about, hoppities, we've still got all this wood. I mean, you've seen the pile up the garden. There's not a lot of room for where all of it's going to go. So what Dean said yesterday, he said, I don't know where we're going to put it all. I mean, we could try and make fencing as fast as we can, but with everything else and other commitments, it takes time. Such a mess everywhere. It's junk to be cleared up. He got stuff there for the scrapmen, to go out for the scrapmen, but I've not seen any of them for a while. So he's put one panel up. That's what I was saying, was trying to make progress out here. He's working his way for the ward, and we've got one panel up there. He's decided to do it close together, you know, like there it's spaced. He's decided this part will be close so that the dog can't see through it or anything like that when the rabbit cages are there. So we've got that one. I think there's going to be, the gate's going to go in the middle there, and then going up to the house there will be all fencing. So this area then will be all fenced off. And that's how it goes. He's going to make some more of this fencing for it. One thing, we're not going to run out of wood. And I think the cat there, you can see him, Jasper, he'll miss his little seat when it's all gone. Sat there like king of the castle, isn't he? So that's how everything is at the moment. I mean, the gardens or fallow do nothing at the moment. There's little signs of life, like we've got the crocuses, I can't think of them then, crocuses springing to life. They're supposed to be winter, but because it wasn't that long ago we planted them, I think they'll be a little bit later, but as you can see, they're coming through. The garden looks quite nice at the moment. I like it like that. You can see everything, and now all I've got to go and do is plan. So I like to look at it when it's all empty like that and plan what I'm putting where and what I'm going to grow this year. I want to cook as much from scratch as I can from the, from the garden, and so planting what we're going to eat is one of the main things I need to sort out. As you can see with Hoppities, they've been working on the wood pile yesterday. Doesn't look like it's going down, but it's where to put it all. But then if we can convert as much to fencing as possible, it'll be able to go in situ then. So we've got that one panel up, and like I say, he's going to do me a gate and do some more, and that'll fence all that bit off then, and I won't have the dog going through. And I've got to sort out where the dog's getting onto the garden. I mean, it's not so bad this time of the year, but once the vegetables are in, that's the last thing I want, running and jumping into the patches. So I've got to sort that out. So it'll all take shape. I'm going to go and plant those lettuces, and hopefully they'll grow. I'll let you know how they've gone on, whether they've, stayed alive or if it's killed them off. I don't know what it'll do in this weather, moving them over. But so far they've been doing all right, so I'm going to do that today. So yeah, that's that for now. So catch me again whenever. Like I say, I'm not setting no particular day, so if you hit the notifications and subscribe, and then you'll catch me when I come on again. Do a little bit of everything, do a little bit of homeschooling and the garden, homesteading, and obviously now the business and building a business from home. So home life, does that come in with? Yeah, I would say so. So yeah, a little bit of everything we're going to be doing. So I may have to change my name. I may have to tweak it a bit. We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.